Good evening and welcome to the Great Mid-Eastern Conference Championship here in Spartan Stadium, as we got the Red Hawks of Miami of Ohio taking on the Michigan State Spartans, and it should be a great episode. Make sure you smash that like button, hit that subscribe button if you have to be brand new, as we will officially get things underway here for the battle of the Great Mid-Eastern Conference. Two teams, one champion coming home today. Who's it going to be? And it looks like the Miami Red Hawks. They come out and they definitely won it early, as they force us to go free and out early. And now Miami with the football, trying to get it out to the right-hand side, but Robert Hicks gets blown out into the backfield, and I'll drop him for a loss. So 2nd and 14, obvious passing down, but they actually run it here and finding some good running room. Robert Hicks almost broke that one loose if it wasn't for the fact that we caught him from behind. And now 3rd and 8. Here come the Red Hawks. Lee dropping back, facing pressure, looking down the barrel of the gun, and he said, "I want it more," and drops a dot to Lorenzo Barrett, and it's now deep in Red Hawk territory. Make that a red zone opportunity for this Miami squad, as it's going to be yet another 3rd down. Can we finally get this offense off the field? Lee dropping back again, facing a little bit of pressure, and it's going to be incomplete. So we will force Miami to at least settle for a field goal there. But that being said, we do end up going free and out on our second drive, as Early Austin, he had a chance to get us going here a little bit, but he drops the pass when no one else was really around him. Hopefully that doesn't cost us dearly, but sure enough, 2nd and 10. He's got all the blocks in the world. Ronnie Harvey finally able to bring him down, but a 26-yard rush from the quarterback. Wide, butt naked open. We did not come prepared today. As now, 3rd and 10, we give up another pass play downfield. One-on-one coverage, and our guy gets beat in the worst way. Just down bad right now, as Travis Lee is looking comfortable here on the road of the Great Mid-Eastern Conference Championship. As Lorenzo Bennett's going to come down, make another catch, a gain of 5. As here we go, 2nd and 5 coming. Lee drawing back to the right-hand side. Jones was wide butt naked open, and it ends up being a touchdown. Except, look at this, a chop block away from the play. So we get bailed out there. So that's going to make it 2nd and 10 instead of a, at least it makes it 1st and 10 from the 19 instead of a touchdown. So we'll see if we can work ourselves out of it. Not the same attention to detail, if that makes sense. But 3rd and 4 coming for us here, as now Lee dropping back, looks to the left-hand side, gets it out to Colbert, and Colbert gets lit up like a Christmas tree. That's what I'm talking about from our defense. And we forced him to take yet another field goal as we're working into the closing moments of the first quarter. We still have not gotten a 1st down yet, but we will finally break that trend, as Marcus Wiggins will take it on the bubble screen. So finally in business here. We'll see if our offense can get some points on the board, but Leslie Johnson drops it. Drops the pass there. That would have been really nice to have, but instead, 3rd and 10. Dropping back with Andrew Gray, the senior quarterback. Looking downfield, it is Perry Robertson, who had inside leverage, and we put it in a spot where only he can grab it. And guys, that's already going to wrap up that first quarter of action. We're down by 6, but we certainly got a drive going right now. So here we go now with the second quarter of action here in the Great Mid-Eastern Conference Championship, as we tried to get it out to Aaron Ford, but just a misfire by Andrew Gray, and it will eventually lead us to a 3rd and 10. 4 wide set. Who can get open for us? Gray looking for someone to get open, has to throw it away. No one got open for him, unfortunately, and we had to settle for a field goal there. So it still remains a 3-point game to this point. Still anyone's ball game. Here we go. Travis Lee to start the next drive. We got it lined up, and we blow up Travis Lee before he can make a decision on the pitch. So here we go, baby. 2nd and 14 now. Defense starting to wake up, I think, but they run the option again, and this time Travis Lee is able to pitch it up to his tailback, Robert Hicks, and a good set of yards there. Gain of 8. So now 3rd and 5 coming. Is now. We'll see what they end up doing here. Looks like a little bit of a wildcat, but we decide to pass. Throws it to the left-hand side and finds Lorenzo Bennett for the first down. As the Miami Redhawks continuing to not be fazed by the home field advantage that we have here at Spartan Stadium. As that is going to be another great run by Robert Hicks. He's been killing us today so far. 10 yards a carry. And speaking of Robert Hicks, he gets yet another carry, gashes us for another 5 yards. Staying on schedule, that's what the Miami Redhawks plan to do today, and they're doing that. They are executing their game plan well as Lee looks downfield, looking for the big pass play, and gets it to Chris Harvey. 21-yard reception. And for the 3rd time today, the Redhawks in the red zone. Somehow we don't wrap him up there. I don't know how we did not manage to do that. Just fumbling the bag right now, straight up and down. So at least the 1st and goal instead of blowing up Travis Lee in the backfield. Hurts my soul a little bit as Hicks somehow gets the touchdown there. Are you serious? Wow. We are just not getting much love here in this game. The NCAA gods not wanting us to be great. As Hicks ends up diving for the touchdown, and they give it to him even after booth review. That's the crazy part in all this. They reviewed it, and they still end up giving it to him. So definitely not many favors being done in this ball game. As we go 2nd and short here, Sisk looking for some space to work, and will manage to go ahead and pick up the 1st down at least. But it's important that we play mistake-free football. 1st and 10. Looking to the right. Gray, he's got a man to the outside, but doesn't put enough on it because he was facing pressure. Didn't get the arc that he was looking for. And it ends up being intercepted by Joey Merritt. Not what we were looking for. We needed to play mistake-free because Miami, they was coming out hot with it. And now here we go. Defense already being asked to make a critical stop. 2nd and 10. Lee on the option. It's Jones out in open space. And we bring him down, but not until they get inside that 20-yard line. So for 4th time today, Redhawks get a red zone chance. Lee looking over the middle, gets it right over our linebacker. And Chris Harvey comes down with the catch. So again, another red zone or not goal line opportunity, and this time Travis Lee wide butt naked open, and we're down big early. 20-3 is going to be our score right now. Miami giving it right to us right now. As now we really need our offense to wake up. We cannot have this right now. A college football playoff berth is on a line for us as Corey Ross will come down and make that catch. Gain of 12. But it's important for us to play well. Gray dropping back, looks to the left-hand side, and that's nearly intercepted too. Corey Ross was bumped off his route, and Gray just everything was off schedule. Completely out of sync right now. We need some good passing plays as we throw another interception. That was supposed to go to Corey Ross, who does turn around and make the tackle for us at least. But it lands right in Phil Landry's hand. Just completely off sync right now. Really bad time to have a bad game, if that makes sense. Now, we do end up making them settle for a field goal, but we're in serious trouble. Down by 20. We need some points to end this half. Make something good that we can carry into the halftime locker room. As now, 1st and 10 coming. Gray gets his guys to the line quick, trying to go no huddle. As Grays gets some good blocking on the read option. Almost picks up the 1st down there. as we do end up picking up a gain of 9 before Coach Royal does end up calling that timeout. As now, 2nd and 1 coming, looking downfield, looks to Nelson Sisk, who, it's only 1 yard, so not really excited about it, but it does at least stop the clock a little bit before the ball gets placed, and we snap it again. Gray looks left, gets it out to Corey Ross, who breaks the tackle, gets it to the outside, and gets out of bounds. Now we don't necessarily have to go no huddle. We can take our time a little bit here as Gray tries to get it out to the running back, Nelson Sisk, but it gets batted at the line of scrimmage. You hate to see it, but again, it stops our clock a little bit. As now, 2nd and 10, looking over the middle, Aaron Ford, who breaks the tackle, gets it inside the 10-yard line. 1st down, Spartans. And now we can slow it down a little bit. I don't want to give Miami the ball back to end this half, but I really want to punch it in right now. Gray dropping back, looking. He's facing some pressure. Looks to the right. Finds Perry Robinson in the end zone. Touchdown, Spartans. Perry Robinson. There goes that man helping out on the scramble drill. And that is going to take us into the halftime locker room. We are still down by a couple of possessions, but we do have a little bit of momentum at least. So welcome back to the Great Mid-Eastern Conference Championship game here as we jump into second half action. Now, Miami, they do get the ball to start that second half. We have not been great on offense. Actually, we have not had a good game anywhere. We need a better effort all around if we want to win this game. Hicks, that's not what I want to see. Robert Hicks driving right down the middle of our throat and jamming it in there for a huge gain. We got to tighten it up. A couple plays later, Lee facing some pressure, getting it out to Harvey, and Harvey does get stood up for a 5-yard catch. Sets up the 3rd down, but 3rd and 3. We got to open up this playbook. Or at least Miami's going to open up the playbook, as it could be anything. They decide to run for the 1st down marker, but Hicks ends up getting denied as it's going to be a 4th down. But at least for Robert Hicks, he does end up setting the school record for most rushing yards in a season. It was a record that stood since the 1990s, so he's feeling really good about that. But that being said, we get the punt that we were looking for, and now it's up for our offense to do what they need to do on this drive and get us back into this ball game. Sisk runs it up the middle of the field. He's going to find some good running room and make sure that we remain on schedule ourselves, and makes it a 3rd and short. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Looking at Aaron Ford as the primary target. Dropping back. Looks left. No. We got Johnson all by himself. Nobody covering him. They must have went into a deep zone. That was an easy read for us to make. It's now 1st and 10 again. This time looking right. It's another Leslie Johnson appearance. He's going back to back like a Drake song, as that makes it another 1st down for the Spartans. As we look to continue the strong drive, looks right, finds Anderson open by himself. He does take a shot, but he does watch those hockey highlights because he is a tough kid. As we continue to drive downfield, play action, working well as we tried for Leslie Johnson for his 3rd reception of the game, but it's not caught. 3rd and 9 instead. We go with the 5 wide. They counter with several DBs. Gray looks middle. It's Perry Robinson who comes down with a catch this time around. 1st down, Spartans. So here we go. Another 1st and 10. Thompson running it upfield. He does manage to pick up a gain of 7. And the Spartans friend with a chance to make this a 1-score game. We got Nelson Sisk in the game who fights forward. He gets it into the end zone. Touchdown, Spartans. That makes it 23-17 after the extra point. Extra point's a little bit easier in the video game than in real life, as Eastern Carolina how they're feeling as we now get our defense out onto the field with one possession game. It's a close one right now. Remember, college football playoff berth on the line for us here. If we win, we punch our ticket in. But Hicks wants to prevent that, though, as they cross midfield. Yet another gashing run for Robert Hicks. He now has a 100 rushing yards on the day. We got to slow this rushing attack down. But I don't know if we have the will, to be honest. Where's this fight that we saw at the beginning of the season? This is certainly not it. And now, second down coming. Lee dropping back, looks over the middle to an open Bennett, and Bennett able to run away from the defenders briefly. A 22-yard catch, setting up red zone opportunities for the Red Hawks again. Hicks, left side, gets blown up like a Christmas tree. Seth Richardson able to make a play, and it leads to a 3rd and long. 3rd and 12, matter of fact. Got to get him off the field, force him to take a field goal, and sure enough, Eric Moore, well short of the marker. We got the field goal that we're looking for, but it's still a 2-possession game, so it's going to all come down to this quarter. We got to come back if we want to guarantee a trip to the college football playoff. So here we go now, 4th quarter here. And not the 4th quarter start that we were looking for. So off screen, we actually do end up going 3 and out. So their offense out on the field once again. Critical time for them. Gotta make sure that we keep this a 2-score game, whatever we do. And this play could be a big one. 3rd and 8. Travis Lee is all by himself in the shotgun. Lee dropping back, going to attack deep downfield, and finds Harvey. Harvey is going to expose our defense. And even then, we were lucky. If that was lobbed, that's a touchdown. Straight up and down. Travis Lee, could have thrown a better ball. But still, giving up that kind of play on a 3rd and long, that does end up hurting my soul just a little bit. But we got to focus back up. We do get another chance to get him off the field. Again, got to keep it a 2-score game, whatever we do. Lee dropping back, looking over the middle, gets it out to Davis. No one covering him, though. And that's going to be an 8-yard catch. It's a 1st and goal for the Red Hawks, who could punch it into the end zone. That could be a gut punch, as Early Austin is going to miss the tackle. Travis Lee gets it in. Touchdown, Red Hawks. And not only do we give up the touchdown, but they're actually going to go for 2 here. Already up by 15. If they get this 2-point conversion, it's a 17-point game. And sure enough, Hicks gets it. And now we're in deep trouble. Stadium really quiet at the moment. Down by 17 with 7 minutes left to play. How much heart do we got? Andrew Gray dropping back. He can't get away. He's going to try to throw it up for Mike Anderson. And it's nearly intercepted. Couldn't get Mike Anderson in position. So we really got to take some deep shots at this point, because we are definitely being exposed right now as Johnson makes a play for us. That's what I'm talking about. Big-time players make big-time plays. But now we got to get ourselves on the ball. We're on the move. 6:30 left to play. Gray facing the blitz. Gets it out to Wesley Johnson. Looking for the end zone, but gets caught from behind. 31-yard reception. Here comes the Spartans. Seeking a 2-score game. Gray facing the blitz. Looking to try to get it out. Throws it. And it's intercepted. And it's going to be a touchback. Oh, I thought that receiver was going to move for me, so that's why I tossed it. But he stays still. That's easy coverage there. You got to help your quarterback a little bit. Come on now. And that's huge too, because that would have made it a 2-score game, and we just get something there. And now we need a miracle on defense. We really cannot allow Miami to really hold on to the ball for an extended period of time, and that helps us. Almost getting a sack on Travis Lee, at least forcing that incompletion. But man, not a good look right now. 3rd and short here. We're going to sell on the run here. We're going to send the blitz, and it turns out to be a run, and oh my gosh. Oh my goodness, Robert Hicks takes up the first down. We called a running blitz, and still we can't get the stop. That hurts the soul a little bit. Just Miami playing a much better football game right now, as we are now inside of 5 minutes, and we still don't have the football back. Lee dropping back on 3rd and 5. It's yet another first down. At this point, they're not even getting us with big plays like we were dealing with in the first half. It's just death by 1,000 cuts, man. We are getting cut down. They're looking to get points on board, and they're also running out this clock. They're running their 4-minute offense early. Lee hands it off to Colbert this time, and Colbert gets some blocks early. Austin, last line of defense, at least brings him down, but now no incentive to, score early. They're just going to run some time off the clock, and they still score. They still score, and Tyler Colbert makes it 41-17 here in the Great Mid-Eastern Conference Championship game. Just a disappointing effort right now. A game that just might be out of reach, with it being a 24-point game. So it's still 3 possessions, but again, if we don't score, it's all pointless. And we got to score fast too, so that we can at least hang on to our free timeouts in the event that we don't get the onside kick. Gray looking over the middle, gonna get it out to Marcus Wiggins. He drops it too. 2 consecutive drops. Help your quarterback. As now it's 3rd and 10. Gray looks right, gets it out to Mike Anderson. Tight coverage. They initially made this 4th and short, but they did review it and give us a first down there. But on the next play, looking to get it downfield. Gray looks right, and that's nearly intercepted too. Corey Ross was the target and just couldn't get it over that defensive back. We got baited there. Is now 2nd and 10 coming. Gray looks right, trying to really make anything happen, and just Mike Anderson didn't go for the ball. The defensive back did, and that was the difference. Another interception that we threw, and now, yeah, I think it's safe to say, but this game could very well be over, and it is. We are going to lose in the Great Mid-Eastern Conference Championship, and we lose convincingly too. We lose 41-17, and now we're going to have to wait to see what the posters have to say. So coming into this game, all we need to do is win, and we are going to the college football playoff. But now, we leave that up into the hands of the committee, as not only do we lose, we lost pretty badly. It was a rough day to have a rough day, honestly, because, not only did our offense not really get going, but also, defense, had arguably its worst game of the season, and that's just really tough to have. So now, gotta hope and pray that we're still in that top 8 and still get a chance at that national championship. Now, a really big reason why we did not have the game that we won was because we did not have a good game from our leader at quarterback. Andrew Gray, hardly 50% with accuracy, 1 touchdown, 4 interceptions though. Those turnovers were absolutely stellar, but it wasn't all his fault though, because we couldn't get anything going on the ground as well. 12 carries, 32 yards, that's just not going to cut it as well. So not really much to talk about other than that touchdown. Wesley Johnson did have a good game, 5 catches, 93 yards. I do really like that. Couple of drops which weren't that great. He's going to be a #1 wide receiver for us next season, which I am pretty excited about. Perry Robinson, he's going to be our new starting tight end next season as well. He's going to he got 3 catches, 56 yards, and really the only touchdown that we had through the air as well. But the icing on the cake here was this defense, man. And while we had some bright spots, Patrick Goshwin being one of them, 12 tackles on the day, we were in position to make plays. We couldn't do it today. 51 points allowed, definitely not acceptable. 12 tackles on this one. Early Austin, 8 tackles in this one, 7 solo, 1 TFL. We didn't even get a sack. We didn't even get an interception, and that's probably why you guys could probably feel from my tone of voice. I'm feeling some type of way, man. So it is what it is. We can't do anything about it now. I'm not going to be cheap and, turn off the Xbox now and, start it back over, try to run it back. We're going to take it on the chin. I'm not going to, it's not always going to be wins here on this channel, man. If you're looking for someone that's going to win every single time, that's not me. But if you're trying to vibe and have a good time, that's more of what I am. And, we didn't get what we want today. And, it's going to be, it is what it is. I mean, I don't know what else to say. So there we go. Our second loss of the entire season so far. And, we're going to leave our fate to the committee here in NCAA 14. But that being said, on a more exciting note, next episode, we will have the recruiting special. So we're going to check in on some of you guys' custom players that are starters on their respective football teams. We're going to check in on them in terms of whether, in the conference championship games, bowl games, as well as get some college football playoff action. If in the event that we actually do not make the college football playoff, it is top 8 seed, so it is still possible that we can make it in, but I mean, it's going to be close, and I'm honestly feeling really nervous about that. But we're going to see that college football playoff bracket revealed in the next episode as well, and we're going to see what our fate is, man. So it's going to be interesting in the next episode. I hope you guys still enjoyed it, even though we end up not winning the conference championship game like we ended up wanting to do. But anyways, with that being said, this is John Chick Gaming on the mic signing off. Hope you enjoyed everything, man. Hit that like button, hit subscribe if you have to be brand new. This is John Chick Gaming on the mic signing off. I'm hoping you're all out there having a good one. Take care, everybody.